Hello everyone, my name is Aragon, and I'm a top lane positional coach. Today I wanted to talk about a question I get asked a lot, which is how to play or survive melee versus range matchups. Now obviously these matchups are hard, but there is a concept I've never seen anyone talk about, which is about maximizing your Doran shield usage as well as potion management to have the most sustain you can possible. As a side note, I've never seen pros talk about Doran shield management as well, which surprises me. Now, to understand this concept, it requires that you have an understanding of how Doran Shield works, right? So, how it works is for any amount of damage a champion deals to you, Doran Shield heals you for an amount of HP. Obviously, because it's based on missing HP, this is more important when you're on lower health. The concept is that we want to get the most healing out of D-Shield. So what we do is we take the smallest amount of damage from a champion, possible, usually an auto or something like this, then let the Doran Shield run its full course over the 8 seconds. Then we're okay to take damage again and rinse and repeat. This way we heal the most relative to how much damage we've taken. I've seen too many people with Doran Shield get one rotation of Doran Shield healing from D-Shield for, say, like 3 autos in a row, you know? It really makes me cringe. Just as a small side note, this is also how you manage and maximize Second Wind, because it's the same thing as D-Shield. It gives you regen for damage taken. Now, to tie this into potion management, what you'll find is, if you do this, you obviously have to use potions less, because you'll regen more. Therefore, what you should do is use potions when you feel as if you're in kill range, gonna be dived or ganked, etc. But if you feel you can handle the poke with D-Shield sustain, then just depend on that, you know? You'll see pros holding on to potions forever, because D-Shield sustain is just so good, even when you don't optimally play around it. So just to show an example, also, just know that it's kind of hard to find a good example because it's not a huge thing, like visual thing to incorporate into your gameplay, right? Most important thing to know is just to watch the indicator of Doran Shield. So here I'm Chunk versus Null with no pots, so I want to sustain as much as possible, right? This is the kind of situation you find yourself in. So I'll get hit by Knock You, and I'll deliberately go out of my way to not take damage until the whole Doran Shield indicator has, passed through, you know? So I'll get hit again by a Knock You here. See, taking a bit of damage, and now I avoid Gnar, and until this indicator has run its full course. I don't even get the CS, I mean I do, but you get the point, right? And then once the D-Shield has run its full course, then I'm okay to take damage again, right? I mean, obviously sometimes you can't always avoid taking damage, but it's about maximizing it as much as you can. So that's everything. Obviously this isn't a conclusive guide on how to play range, but more of just a tip relating to it that might help. So I hope that was helpful. I haven't seen anyone talk about it, so I thought I'd make a video on it. Anyway, just to plug myself, I do coaching on the side. My Discord's in the description below, so if you're interested in that, feel free to reach out and join. And lastly, if you have any requests for future videos, feel free to drop them. I've taken every single one into consideration, and I'll probably make them in the future.